Good evening, hockey fans, and welcome to the Baierl Ice Complex here in Warrendale, Pennsylvania. It is a PIHL Class 1A matchup here as the Montour Spartans are facing off against the Moon Tigers. My name is Brian Mitchell. Thank you for joining me here on PIHL Hockey Live, presented on 10band.tv. Tonight's sponsor is the Mount Washington Shop and Save. Thank you for support of 10band.tv and bringing PIHL hockey into the homes of many. We're going to start with the starting lineups for the visiting Montour Spartans. And ladies and gentlemen, they are wearing those beautiful blackout jerseys they debuted a couple seasons ago. They're led by Jason Evans, the head coach. Jason Belts, Cameron Evans, Dustin Kerr, and Steve Young are the assistant coaches. Jamie Moskovitz is the team manager this season. Number 4 is Caden Martin. Number 6 is Landon Carlisle. Number 14 is Dalton Zolka. Number 17 is Caden Herbst. Number 20 is Connor Hubbard. Number 21 is Jonah Woodruff. Number 22 is Liam Dallas. Number 23 is Jack Rogers. Number 27 is David Stroka. Number 29 is starting goaltender Ethan Deaney. Number 38 is Hunter Fielder. Number 39 is JJ Stroka. Number 59 is Riley Cessna. Number 71 is Aiden Moskovitz. Number 78 is Vincent Frank. Number 88 is Holden Wilpala. Number 89 is Dylan Rogers. Number 96 is Thomas Barefoot. And number 98 is Chase Schultenbrand. Montour Spartans are 4-1 on the year. They're good enough for third in the gold division. 8 points sits right now. The Moon Tigers, your home squad this evening. They are in white with the red and black trim, led by head coach Jeff Tyndall. Assistant coaches are George Anderson, Jeff Cortez, Joe Line, and Kobe Orig. Their team managers are Judy Line and Joyce Cooper. Number 2 is Holden Himes. Number 10 is Noah Driscoll. Number 14 is Randy Scheffler. He's making his debut here tonight. Joshua Hatton is wearing number 19. Number 22 is Brendan Camardisi. Number 27 is Braden Woods. Number 29 is Noah Warren. Number 30 is Carter Williams. Backing up, wearing number 32 is Logan Cordell. Number 35 is Jack Willett. Number 37 is Brody Eckert. Number 44, starting in net, Tyler Reiki. Number 45 is Josh Corin. Number 47 is Alec Cook. Number 48 is Brandon Line. Number 59 is Luke Boniti. Number 67 is Luke Cooper. Number 73 is Colton Moran. Number 76 is Ethan Klass. Number 77 is Max Hagg. And number 88 is Cameron Jacobs. The Moon Tigers are 2-3 on the campaign. 4 points, good enough for 7th in the division right now. We're going to get moving. We'll be back momentarily with the puck drop here from the Baierl Ice Complex. Once again, my name is Brian Mitchell. This is 10band.tv PIHL Hockey Live, presented by Shop and Save Mount Washington. We'll be back momentarily. Quick, just an update on the out-of-town scoreboard. Fox Chapel defeated Wheeling Catholic 10-0. Pine Richland fell to Central Catholic 4-1 here on 10band.tv. Mount Lebanon defeated Bethel Park 3-0. Bishop McCourt finished the game against Hempfield 9-4 at Kirk Nevin Arena. North Hills defeated McDowell 2-1. I have no score from Carrick and Burrell and Quaker Valley Wheeling Park. And this game starts now, and then there are 2 games remaining on the evening. Thomas Jefferson South Fayette will be on Mon Valley Independent Sports, and Shaler Hampton from Pros and Pond Arena at 9:10. So we'll have Moon and Montour. They'll have, I believe, the national anthem prior to this one. I'm not sure. I don't believe so, actually. I don't see the reason why that would be. So we're going to get started here. I worked for the previous game. Wasn't sure if they were going to get it in this one. 9:03 on the terrestrial clock. Kuhn and Komarick are your referees for this contest. Talk about the starting goaltenders. It's going to be Tyler Reekie for the Moon Tigers. He's 204 minutes in there. He's 2-2 on the season, a 3 goals against average, and an .864 save percentage. For the Montour Spartans, only dressing Ethan Deaney. 146 minutes, and he's 2-1 with a .314 goals against average and an .850 save percentage. We'll face off here at center. So it's going to be Chase Schultenbrand stepping in with Dalton Zulka. We'll get the numbers and the names together as we go, but the face-off is one lost in the field. It's Camarisi by the Tigers, and it's going to be dumped in. Coming in around, Stroka will dump that one out to the point. It's going to be Klaas, can't hold on to it, so he'll battle on the half wall. Back down, Klaas shot, save. Rogers will pick it up, dump it up along the boards. It goes Pack Jacobs. They'll battle off, and into the, it will be Klaas once again. Williams bounces one out, picked up and carried out Camardisi. Camardisi on one hand. It's run by Schultenbrand. They'll go back. Picked up by Zulka. Dumped in for an opportunity for Williams on the backhand. Big save. Deaney, and they'll hold on to it. Face-off going up to the right of the Montour net. 16:20 remaining in the first period. Montour wearing those blackout jerseys with the helmet wrap, the Spartan on one side. Around, it'll be cleared around. Wopola battles off Cessna. A little bit of tomfoolery in front between Stroka and Wagner. Coming out of the zone, coming in opportunity here. Shot, save made by Reekie. It holds down, and they're going to look. A quick look on it. It's going to be held on to, and a little extra tomfoolery, but a shot by Moskovitz is saved by Reekie. 15:58 remaining in the first period. Jacobs waits. It's going to be Jack Willett stepped in, but it's going to be cleared out by the Spartans. And here comes Hatton dumping one into the zone. Woods is going to chase down in the near corner. Well, gets muscled off by Wopola. It'll bounce out looking for Moskovitz. It does get to him. Nice play to get it across, but it will be in. Shot. Oh, tipped into the corner by Dalton Zulka. Carried out and dumped down Willett. Cessna lets it go for Stroka. Stroka dumps one up off the wall. It'll be cleared the length of the ice. No icing on. Oh, they're going to call icing on the play. 15:16 remaining in the first. Each team has a shot. No score. We'll have a face-off down to the right of the freshman, Ethan Deaney. Barefoot will step in with Camardisi. It'll be won by Montour around. Hag will get it on the half wall. Hag dumps one in back behind press Scheffler. Dallas up, looking out, trying to get to Fiedler. And finish that. Carlisle dump that one into the far corner. Dallas chasing it down. It'll be Josh Corrin. Waits. Hag will take it. Has Williams close to the half wall. Big hits by the Spartans coming out. Swing in here. Scheffler waits for Williams. Williams back to Scheffler. Shot blocked. Back down and around. Scheffler waits, dumps one up to the boards. Hag, shot, looks for the tip in front. Williams can't get to it, so it'll be Camerodisi. Camerodisi comes to the top of the circle. Shot just inside of the net. Back down. Gonna go back up. Camerodisi can't find it. He will in front of his opponent's bench. Back down for Corin. Corin waits, throws one across for Scheffler. Scheffler carrying it in. Shot off the stick of Deanne. Out, and Himes gets muscled down. It's going to be cleared out. And they'll have to regroup. Driscoll comes in and around. Throws it across for Line. Across for Warren. Goes down behind for Cooper. Cooper tries to throw one in front. Opportunity for Warren. Tipped in front and back around. Martin takes the puck, bounces it off the boards. And it's going to be picked up by Woodruff, who gets knocked down by Driscoll. Herbst behind the net, leaves it Line, and it'll be picked up by back to Martin. I thought it was Moon coming off. It's hard to see off this near wall sometimes from our angle, so I don't know if he has the puck or if he's just playing it as if he has the pucks. Rogers will just dump that one behind Line. Waits, dump was off the boards for Warren. Warren will just dump that one in back behind the net. Oh, it bounced around a little bit, and luckily it came out to Strelka, who carries it out of the zone. Strelka has played a breakup. The thing, he has to work around the official. Well, Strelka and Jacobs behind the official will get it up along the half wall. Rogers runs into Strelka, and he's still down, but he'll get back up and get under his own power. Martin up, past. And Rogers will take it. Comes to the top of the slot. Rogers looks for the pass. Just hold on to it and held on to by Riki. Opportunity was there for Vincent Frank. Was held on to by Riki. 12:29 remaining in the first period. Jack Willett will step in. Back down for Moskowitz. Back in and around. Looks for it up and out. Comes Willett. Willett coming in around. Oh, opportunity for Willett. Tips in front. Ooh, sneaky play. Shot comes up and held on to by Deanna. 12:15 remaining in the first period. You're scoreless here. False face off there. Everybody jumped. Lined up. Back to Willett. Will just drop back for Jacobs. Jacobs' shot goes up. They'll bounce around. Moskowitz can't get to it. Strelka leaves it across. Carrying it in. Back to Moskowitz. Leaves the pass for Dalton Zolka. And Wopola will take it. Just leaves it behind. They'll battle. Jacobs gets muscled off. Moskowitz, backhanded opportunity here for Montour. Front tip in front. Oh, Zolka had a chance in front, was tipped out. Back for Strelka. Strelka waits. Shot blocked, and it's going to go back across for Moskowitz. Zolka in front. Wopola couldn't finish up the play. Tip back into the corner where Moskowitz will have to take it behind the net. Moskowitz spins around. Moskowitz waits up and in. We picked up and cleared by the Tigers. Back down, and Deanne will just let that one go for an icing call. 11:15 remaining in the first period. Scoreless here at the Baierl Ice Complex. Barefoot will step in here with Camerodisi. One over, cleared back around, and Scheffler will play it off the half wall. Tips it up nicely to Camerodisi. Back to Scheffler. Shot, save made by Deanne. Cleared back down, and it's going to be picked up by Montour. Fiedler lets it go. They'll go back down for Hubbard. Hubbard passes one out for Camerodisi. Big hit. Oh, getting the worst of that was Barefoot. Hubbard dumps that one around, and Riki will hold on to that one off the rebound. And 10:42 remaining in the first period. Shots are 3-2 in favor of the Moon Tigers. Scoreless here at the Baierl Ice Complex. This is PIHL Hockey Live, presented by the Shop and Save Mount Washington. I am Brian Mitchell. Thank you for joining me on 10 Band TV. We gave the Mats a night off, so I'll be joining you. This is my second of 4 broadcasts this week. You're going to be joined by Matt Geitka tomorrow night from Princecape Arena, as North Allegheny and the Peters Township Indians will face off. I believe that is a 7 p.m. face-off. 7 p.m. face-off tomorrow. Just a short ride down 79. Montour comes back out with a face-off win. They heard footsteps there. Cambridisi came in. Scheffler coming the other way. Williams and Scheffler 2-on-1. Williams shot. Oh, Scheffler with the shot. Save made by Deanny. Went back out and cleared past Dallas. Line. Waits, throws one into the corner. Down for Hubbard. Hubbard gets crushed by Cambridisi on the half wall. Back down. Picked up Cambridisi. Opportunity. Scores! Picks up the puck and just fires it in on the backhand. 10:06 remaining in the first period. 1-0 Moon. .52 are your shots, but 10:06, it's a 1-0 lead for the Moon Tigers. As Cambridisi just came across with a backhand tip-in. It looks like Luke Cooper, the senior, is leaving the ice surface for the Moon Tigers. We'll see if he returns. Down. Here come the Tigers the other way. Carrying it in is Jack Willett. Jack Willett tries to get around the defender. Stroka battles off, and it'll be picked up by Willett. Gets it around Stroka for Himes. Himes tries to go around to get past Woodruff. It'll be passed around for Stroka. Stroka lates, back out for Haas. Hag down along half, and here comes David Stroka. Stroka shot, tipped in front, sits in front. Stroka looking on a falling shot attempt, and it goes wide of the net. Shot on by Woodruff, save made. Stroka shot wide of the net. Might have been blocked in front. Himes, nice play to get around. He is going to let it go past. It's going to be picked up by Caden Martin and just dumped back out. Woodruff leaves it for Herbst. Big hit in the neutral zone, and it's going to go with Jacobs going the other way. Shot on by Jacobs, held on to. It looked like Dylan Rogers took a hit in the neutral zone. He was a little over in pain on the Montour bench. He was able to get out under his own power, but he is hunched over right now. 8:57 to go in the first period. Face-off won by Montour right in front of Deanny. Frank can't get to the puck, so it's going to be a massive humanity on the blue line. Back out. Frank's going to be able to clear that one out. Jacobs will chase it down, and icing is the call. Well, a face-off coming back down to the right of Deanny. On the icing call. 8:42 to go in the first. 1-0 Moon leaves on a goal by Cambridisi. That will be Cambridisi's 4th of the campaign. Oh, looking for the tip in front was Bondi. Goes back out for Line. He'll go back down and clear it up. Eckert will chase it down. It's going to go across. Rogers throws one in front. Nobody home. Rogers throws one on net. It's held on to by the Tigers. Riki. And we'll have a face-off to the right of the junior netminder. 8:16 remaining in the first period. Randy Scheffler will step in with Moskovitz. It's going to be cleared out. Scheffler's going to be able to collect the puck and come the other way. Scheffler head of steam, has Cessna all over him. Scheffler Muscled off by Cessna, is able to get it out of the corner. Scheffler comes in around, picks up another opportunity, still gets around a defender. Scheffler wheeling and dealing behind the net, looking for Williams, can't get it to him, so it's going to be picked up and shot out by the Montour Spartans. Here comes Moskovitz, going to throw one down. Wilpala is going to collect it in the near corner. Wilpala. With Jacobs all over him, it's going to go back out. Shot on, tipped in front. Opportunity, is it going to sit in front? Oh, another chance. Riki able to collect it, but it sits around. Oh, the Spartans just that close to getting a goal. It's going to bounce back and forth. Wilpala. Waits, throws one around. Kloss will take this one, and there's going to be a penalty coming up. Slashing is going to be the call. Let's see who they tag here. It's going to be on Randy Scheffler, the senior, making his debut here tonight for the Moon Tigers. 7:22 remaining. Slashing is the call. Face off back to the Montour Spartans. The Montour Spartans right now have not scored on a power play yet this year. They're 23rd in Class A, 0 for 12 on the year. The Moon Tigers, 16 for 24. It's a 66.7% chance. They are 22nd on the penalty kill. He's going to go back behind and cleared out the length of the ice. They picked up by Caden Martin. Martin across. Woods can't get to it. So it's going to be picked back in. Schaltenbrand, big hit by Driscoll. Penalty coming up against Driscoll. Shot on by, I believe that was Woodruff, and it's held on to by Riki. But it's going to be a two-man advantage for the Montour Spartans. Schaltenbrand got leveled by Noah Driscoll, the junior. They got a minute 14 on a 5-on-3 for the Spartans here. Cameron Class and Cameron Jacobs, the unit for the Tigers. Moskovitz, Zolka, Stroka, looks like Stroka, and Wilpala. Big hit, an opportunity here for Zolka. Shot, scores. It's going to be a goal by Dalton Zolka, his third of the campaign, a power play goal. And 6:16 remaining in the first. .6:16 to go. 1-1 is your score, and it will still be a minute 41 in power play time. Clear that one. A minute 41 in power play time still left for the Spartans. They'll get their first power play goal of the campaign. Here come the Spartans the other way. Stroka, battle off. Willett, opportunity, cuts across. Willett loses the puck. Wilpala behind the net. Holden Wilpala. The senior carries it in, goes around. We cleared the length of the ice. 5:47 to go in the period. Stroka behind. It'll be David Stroka, passes it up. Finds JJ Stroka. Across Wilpala. Back behind the net, throws one around. Wilpala. Back to the point, Cessna. Cessna waits, throws one on net, goes wide. Moskovitz looks for the tip, goes back out, and it's going to be cleared the length of the ice on the kill. 40 seconds remaining in the minor, 5:15 to go in the first. Montour and Moon tied at 1 in this PIHL Class A matchup, the gold division. Zolka behind the net, back around, looking to the point. Cessna for Moskovitz. going to be cleared length of the ice, and penalty coming up. It's going to be a slashing call, and it'll be on Dalton Zolka. We'll go 4-on-4 for 14 seconds and then have a minute and 46 power play for the Tigers. Face-off coming up to the right of the freshman netminder, Ethan Deaney. Cameron DC knocks out barefoot. Kloss will just dump this one along to the half wall. Picked up by Williams. Williams throws one on net. Opportunity here for the Tigers. 4 seconds to go on the 4-on-4. Penalty will expire. They'll have a minute 47 on the power play. Kloss across for Williams. Williams, shot blocked. Stroke up, nice play. Back down, cleared the length of the ice. Freaky will come out. Kloss will come in. Back out and up along the boards. Goes around Noah Driscoll. Driscoll back for Camardisi. Camardisi lets it go back out, and it'll go straight back to Ethan Kloss. Across for Scheffler. Randy Scheffler throws one down. A minute 14 remaining in the power play. Stroka throws one up off of the Montour bench with 3:57 to go in the first period. A minute 9 on the power play. They'll have a face-off directly in front of the Montour bench. Wilpula will step in with Camardisi. One back by Camardisi. He'll go around the horn for Driscoll. He'll dump it behind the net. Williams steps in with Stroka. Back they go. Scheffler wheels up to the point. Nice little play to get around. Penalty coming up against Wilpula. Tied him up one too many times. Sorry, that is Schultenbrand. Schultenbrand. Kloss shot, tipped, save made by Deaney. But Schultenbrand will go off for a hold. 3:29 to go in the first period. Now Moon will be the team with a 5-on-3. But this one will be for 41 seconds. Willett steps in with Wilpula. They'll go back and forth. It'll be picked up and cleared off the boards. That looked like it might have been going out of play for a second there. Reiki will play it. 31 seconds remaining in the first minor. It'll be cleared up, looking for line. Nice play by Cessna to break it up, but eventually will be dumped back in. Stroka, JJ Stroka, waits Willett. A little opportunity there, but it'll be bounced up off the boards. Hag takes it, dump it down for Stroka. Up to the point for Hag, across line. Shot goes off the outside of the post and behind the net. Hag, 1 second to go on a 5-on-3. First player is out. Back down, it's going to be picked up nicely by Moskovitz coming out. Moskovitz on the quick change off the bench. Moskovitz coming on the backhand, throws one across for Wilpula. Can't finish up the play. Far corner, Wilpula. Woes around. Wilpula gives it up, an opportunity, and it's going to be a penalty coming up. It's going to be against Warren. It's going to be for a knee. 2:32 remaining, and we'll go 4-on-4 for a $1-3. Warren's going to go for a knee here. Faceoff will come all the way back down. And neither team wants to skate with 5 skaters, so we'll continue our special team special here. Down, Himes steps in with Moskovitz, and it goes back out to the point. Across, 57 seconds left on the 5-on-5, 2:24 remaining in the period. Stroka waits behind Moskovitz. Around for Wilpula. Wilpula gets rubbed off by Noah Driscoll. Wilpula shot blocked by Driscoll. Back around, Kloss can't get to it, so Moskovitz will. Cooper battles him in the half wall. Back up to the point. Martin, shot tipped in front. It's going to be picked up and carried out by Noah Driscoll. He gets in the face of Strelka. Strelka goes in front. Heim shot tipped in front. Nobody home. It's going to be tipped out and coming the other ways. We have Strelka. Wilpala. Over for David Driscoll. Oh, blocked by Klaas. David Strelka goes to the circle. Shot across. Opportunity tip in front. Oh, big save by Riki, and he didn't know he was doing it. This is thrown off of his pad. It's going to go back out. Martin takes one up and looks for Strelka. Strelka back for Barefoot. Goes back and cleared out by the Tigers. Rogers skates in and around. Rogers passes it out for line. It's going to go to the length of the ice. Icing is the call. They're going to look at it, and it's on the power play now for 42 seconds. So they'll come all the way back down to the right of Deanny. Woods steps in with Wilpala. Well, it's Schultenbrand. The 9s and the 8s are real close on these jerseys. Back down, Cessna. Passes one around. Finds Jack Rogers. Rogers is well in front of him, but he passes it back for Cessna. Back down and down for a clear in by Cameron Jacobs. 42 seconds to go in regulation. Gonna be cleared across. Oh, it's gonna bounce off a couple things. Woods is gonna put a little pressure on with 33 to go. The penalty's expired. We are now officially at 5-on-5 for the first time in a while. Back down, cleared in. Hatton tries to get it out. The pressure's on by the Spartans 20 seconds ago. Rogers up. Schultenbrand shut, tipped wide. Back down, Cessna. Cessna will put it back behind for Schultenbrand. Jacobs will collect it. Tries to throw it around. It's going to go off the skate and throw it across. Riki with the save. And Hutton lets it go 2-1. And ladies and gentlemen, that will do it for the first period. Your score is 1-1. Moon and Montour tied. As Camardisi gets the first goal for the Moon Tigers at 10:06. And Zolka with a power play goal at 6:16 tied it up. I'm Brian Mitchell. This is PIHL Hockey Live, presented by Mount Washington Shop and Save. We'll be back with your second period here momentarily. Sorry about that. We had a little bit of a technical difficulty there. I was just bringing you the upcoming. I'm actually kind of glad I did that way because I really screwed that one up. So let's talk about it again. Well, as Moon brings it back in, opportunity here for Schaefer. Shot, save made. As I was saying prior, Montour Spartans coming off a win of 9-2 over Blackhawk on the 24th and lost to Quaker Valley here at the Baierl Ice Complex on Halloween night, 4-1. They'll face West Allegheny on the 14th, and then Beaver on Pittsburgh Hockey Digest, Berg Hockey Live. I'll be bringing that one to you on the 28th in that doubleheader, that contest. The Moon Tigers have just faced the McDowell Trojans 5-2 losers in that one, and then defeated Beaver 7-1 here at the Baierl Ice Complex. They'll face North Hills here and then at Avonworth, which will also be here. Those games will be on the 10th and the 14th. So follow along there. But this one is 1-1. Your shots are 11-9 in favor of the Montour Spartans, who are challenging here. Back down, it'll be cleared out for Stroka. Stroka waits, throws one up along for Rogers. Rogers backhands it across. It'll be picked up by Willett, but it's going to be cleared back out. Ooh, coming in is Woods. Woods is being torn down by Stroka. They're not going to call anything on that play. Willett gets tipped up, and it's going to be picked up by Moon. Coming in, Willett throws one in front. Opportunity there. Line back down for Willett. Braden Woods battles down in a corner. Line shot low, save made by Deanne. They'll battle back down. Woods across. Out for Martin. Martin for Driscoll. Driscoll throws one on his own bench, and all the face-off just outside the zone. 15:30 remaining in the second period. So 15:30 to go in the second period. 11-9 are the shots on net. Himes will step in with Schultenbrand. Talk about a little bit on the bench. Schultenbrand steps in with Himes. There'll be one back by Himes. Kloss will just dump that one into the zone. Cessna. Around Schultenbrand. Around for Cessna. He'll throw that one up. That was Stroka throwing that one into the atmosphere. It goes off the roof, and we'll have a face-off down low. 15:13 remaining in the second period. Tied at 1 here at the Baierl Ice Complex in Warrendale, Pennsylvania. Schultenbrand and Himes step in. Go back down. Stroka battles around, and it'll be picked up and carried out by Vincent Frank. Jack Rogers throws one back. Schultenbrand. Shot blocked by Dylan Rogers, and it's going to go out of the zone. Cessna will pass that one across. Jack Rogers throwing it across for Stroka. Dumps it into the near corner. Kloss for Frank. For Warren. For Cooper. Cooper waits. Throws one over for Stroka. Stroka will carry it out in front of the zone. Back out for Schultenbrand. Schultenbrand loses the puck. Schultenbrand falls down going through. They do call the tripping here. Oh, a cross check is what they're going to end up calling. So I got a different one than I thought they had. But it'll be on Luke Cooper, the senior. And 14:27 remaining in the second period. A penalty coming up. They'll have to reset the scoreboard for a second. They didn't get a chance to put the penalty on the right side. They get it fixed, and here's faceoff. One back, Moskowitz leaves it. It'll be cleared out by Willett. Well, it has Stroka coming in the far corner. Chase it back down. Out. Here we go. Wilpala. Wilpala. Out. Caden Martin. For David Stroka. Stroka shot. Missed just wide. Zolka gets the puck back. Waits, bounces off. Driscoll goes to clear it. The puck didn't settle. So Zolka will collect it. Half wall. It'll get cleared out by Noah Driscoll. Deanne will let it go, and it'll be cleared out by Stroka. Stroka will carry it back in. David Stroka into the zone. Over Moskowitz, looking for Stroka. Nice pass to get it back down to the goal line. Stroka back up to the half wall, takes a place on the point. Stroka, slot, shot, save. Moskowitz can't get to it, so he chases it back to the half wall. Moskowitz waits. He does the same thing. Back to the slot. Shot Scores! Moskowitz gives the Montour Spartans a 2-1 lead. At 13:09 of the second period on a power play goal. And it is 2-1. Schultenbrand steps in with Scheffler. Back out, cleared in by Hag, but it's going to bounce off a couple defenders. Williams will take it in. Williams into the zone. Williams in and around. Has Corin at the point, but he goes to the opposite wall. Kag's nice play to keep it in. Goes back out. Camardisi goes around. They'll bounce it around, and it'll be Camardisi behind the net. Captain waits, and it'll bounce around. Cleared out to Corin. Corin throws one across. It'll be picked up by Caden Herbst. Down for Rogers. Rogers for Frank. Frank for Rogers. 2-on-1 develops. Rogers shot. Save made by Riki and held on to it. 12:27 remaining in the second period. Well, the face off to the right of Tyler Riki. Barefoot steps in with Willett. Schultenbrand battles off with Jacobs, and they'll back it out to the point. Willett tries to get it out of the zone, does so. They'll clear Hubbard. Hubbard loses an opportunity here. Other way, shot easily bounces in front of the net. Little opportunity there for Joshua Hatton. Josh Hatton couldn't finish up the play. It bounced off of Deanny and bounced into the slot and was collected by the Montour Spartans. Fiedler will take it on the backhand, throws one off the back wall. In, Kloss up for Hutton, throws one across for Willett. Willett can't finish it, so it's going to be hit. Oh, big hit along the wall by Landon Carlisle by Willett. And they'll go down. They're going to call it back and forth. See what they call here. Because the hitting's starting to pick up here. It's going to be on the Montour Spartans on Willett. Back down. Carlisle back for Woods, and Woods will touch it, and penalty coming up. Power play coming up from the Montour Spartans once again, with 2 power play goals on the day already today. 11:29 remaining in the second period. They will get Jack Willett for pulling down the Spartan on the way through. Stroka will take it at the point. Back across Wilpula. Wilpula looking for the third power play goal of the day. Moskowitz. Across shot. Stays inside. Back down. It'll be Dalton Zolka. Zolka. Martin. Back for Wilpula. Wilpula. Shot. Goes wide of the net. Back for Stroka. He's going to have to chase it out of the zone. 11:03 remaining. Stroka carries it in. Back out for Zolka. Zolka waits. Throws one. Nope, he's going to wait for it. Now throw it over to Stroka. Stroka down for Wilpula. Wilpula across. Martin thinks about it. Throws one through the crease that bounces off the goalie and out of the zone. Stroka, nice play to try to keep it from going the other way by Bondi. Stroka. David Stroka waits on the half wall. Thinks about it. Regroups his offense. Back across for Wilpula. Holden Wilpula throws one a little too hard for Moskowitz. Moskowitz will go to the top of the slot. Waits. Throws one. Riki can't get to it. Hold on to opportunity here. Shot. Scores! 3-1 Montour. So I believe that is Holden Wilpula finding the puck in front of the net and just fire one home. 10:07 remaining. Fiedler will leave the ice for a moment. But after not scoring a power play goal all season, the Spartans now have 3 in this contest. Corin back around. Be picked up by Carter Williams. It'll be carried out by Schaefer. Scheffler can't get it past, and J.J. Strelka's hurt on the ice, and Scheffler hits him in retaliation. He went up looking for blood, and he ended up getting hit on the way through. Scheffler on the backhand will just dump one down in. Strelka waits, gets hit, and Cameradisi will hit him. As they go back down, they're going to wait and see what the officials are going to call anything. Nothing here so far. Back around Corin. Corin throws one tip in front. Down, and it'll be cleared out by Rogers. Rogers is Schultenbrand. It'll be dumped around. Back out of the zone, chased down by Corin. Corin on his near half wall. Dumps one up off for Williams. Williams looking for an opportunity coming the other way. I couldn't get to it, so Willett will just dump that one in. Strelka back behind, and it'll be dumped the length of the ice, and it'll be an icing call. 8:44 remaining in the second period. Shots are now 16-10 in favor of the Montour Spartans. 3-1 the Spartans lead. 3 power play goals. Goals by Zolka, Moskowitz, and Wilpala. Cameradisi a goal for the Moon Tigers to open it up. The face-off will be won by the Spartans. Kick it around, looking for Dallas. Dallas can't get to it. They'll battle off. Barefoot is in there with a couple Spartans and a couple Tigers. Willett is one of them, and out comes Rogers the other way. For Dallas. Dallas, the head of steam, throwing it across. Opportunity shot by Wilpala, just goes over the net. Back behind. Barefoot will dump that one behind. Be picked up by Jacobs. Jacobs battled off. Back up for Carlisle. Carlisle waits, throws one around. And Dallas shot, save made. Fiedler lets it go, and it goes back out, where Hatton will take it and just dump that one back to the opposite blue line. Carlisle across for Hubbard. Shot on, save made. It goes behind Willett. Ball's in with Wilpala, and it goes back up for Woods. Woods just tries to get out of the zone, gets around. 2-on-1 develops. 3-on-1 if they hurry. Woods has Hutton. It whiffs on the puck. Pick up by Willett. Willett up for Kloss. Loses the puck. It's going to be picked up by Hatton. Dumps it behind. Woods can't get to it, so Willett lets it go. Wilpala. Cross thrown in and picking up the other way. Zolka. Look, a nice play by Barefoot to stay onside. Back down for Moskowitz, and it's going to be picked up and cleared up by the line. Had Woods going the other way, but wasn't able to touch the puck. 7:04 remaining in the second. 3-1 is your score. Montour leading Moon at the Baierl Ice Complex. Moskowitz steps in with Himes. Down the line. You can get to it, so Moskowitz throwing that one into the zone. It's going to be picked up by Caden Martin and passed over to Wilpala. Wilpala will recollect the puck after losing it temporarily. Over for Dalton Zolka. Throws one on net. Save made by Riki. 6:46 to go in a second. It is a 3-1 lead for the Spartans once again. Face off to the right of the Moon net. Shots are 19-10 in favor of the Spartans. Wilpala battles off. Right down the ice. Wilpala comes back out. Gets hit on the way through. Driscoll lays a check into him, and Warren goes the other way. Warren throws one that goes behind the net. He'll try to collect it. Picked up by Carlisle. Warren tried to lay a hit and missed. Driscoll will take it. Driscoll comes in, throws one across, and scores! Noah Driscoll gets the goal, his second of the campaign. 6:16 remaining in the second period. And it is 3-2. Just threw a innocent shot that went past Deanny. Face off at center, Schaltenbrand wins it forward. He's going to win it to himself. Schaltenbrand shot. Bounces off Ariki, and it's going to go. Oh! Camardisi with a stick to get it out of the crease. That was rolling in. Line coming the other way. Line throws it across. Scheffler. Score! Scheffler gets his first of the year. It's tied at 3. 5:59 remaining in the second. Moon will win the faceoff coming back the other way. Frank dumps this one in. Goes back. Schaltenbrand near half wall. Stroka. JJ Stroka battles off. Corin behind the net will bounce this one up for Williams. Williams dumps one out to the point. Kept in by Cessna. Montour will try to get back in zone. Rogers passes it up. Frank. Opportunity here. Schaltenbrand shot saved by Riki. 5:30 remaining second period. We're tied at 3. A matter of seconds. Moon gets one on a short side goal, then all of a sudden Montour comes back, bounces one off of the back of Riki. It seems like it's going in, is cleared out, taken the other way, and Scheffler's able to get them a tied goal here on the streak in. So we're all tied up in a matter of 17 seconds. Montour will let that one go out of the zone. JJ Stroka passes over for Cessna. And they'll carry it to Dallas. Barefoot there. Picked up by Hag. Coming in the other way is Corin. Corin into the zone. Corin waits, throws one back for Woods. Woods gets muscled off. They'll go back and forth, and it'll be picked up by the Spartans and carried out. JJ Stroka. Looks for Hunter Fiedler. Throws one on, save made. Coming out, Woods can't get it the other way. It's going to be picked up by Cessna. He'll throw that one up. JJ Stroka was getting ready for a line change, wasn't paying attention. They'll get a quick one. Dallas will come out. Opportunity here. Shot by Woods, goes wide of the net. Back down, Willett. Willett dumps one down for Woods. Looking for a player in front. It's going to be picked up by Stroka and dumped the length. It's going to go on net. Riki will just dump that one down for Jacobs. They're going to get their line changes. Wilpola throws one for Moskovitz. Save made. Zolka, rebound opportunity. Moskovitz can't collect it. It's going to bounce around. Montour can't get to it. It's going to be picked up by Jacobs. He'll dump that one around for Moskovitz. Back down for Warren. Warren out of the zone. Woods steps in there with Carlisle, and it's going to be picked up by Moskovitz going the other way. Jacobs goes for the hit. They back off of that one, and coming back the other way is Willett. He'll let it go past him. Hubbard can't collect it. Jacobs waits, throws one around. Can't down for Carlisle. Carlisle into the far corner. Back around on the half wall. Eckert will step in with Warren. Kloss, a little bit of help. 3 black shirts there. Eckert trying to get around Moskovitz. Nice play to get it out of. And it's going to bounce back in. The Montour Spartans dump it back out. Holden Himes. It's out and picked up by Moskovitz. He'll pass it to Zolka. Zolka tips it over for Wilpola. Wilpola will just take it and dump it in behind the net. Riki waits. Throws one around. Zolka. And picked up by Himes. Holden Himes. It's hit on a play through. Kloss leaves it for Warren. They'll get onside back. Eckert lets it go, and Kloss drops it back for Eckert. Picked up by Connor Hubbard. Back down and cleared the length of the ice. 2:33 remaining in the second period. Shots are 22-12 in favor of the Montour Spartans, but your score is 3-3 as we are tied on a wild second period sequence of events. This is PIHL Live, presented by the Mount Washington Shop and Save. I am Brian Mitchell. Thank you for joining me on 10-Man TV. Stepping in for the Mats tonight. Driscoll's shot goes off of a stick and high. Matt Geico will be with you tomorrow at the Printscape Arena as that puck goes out of play and almost takes out a bystander. It was close. Almost hit our live mic, I think. If it's still hiding over there. He'll be at Printscape tomorrow for a 7 o'clock face-off between North Allegheny and Peters Township. That is a grade A matchup if I've ever heard of one in AAA matchups. Out of the zone be Rogers. Montour with Frank. Carrying it in is Williams. Williams lets it go. Martin lets it go around for Scheffler. Scheffler with the tying goal here in the second period. Scheffler. Battle off. Schultenbrand back out for Driscoll. Driscoll throws one across. Looking one for Stroka. David Stroka around for Driscoll. Driscoll leaves it for Scheffler. And it's going to bounce around for Line. It's going to go past him in length. He'll pick it up and play behind the net. 1:33 to go in the second period. Line up for Williams. Barefoot passes it back. We picked up by the Spartans and dumped in past Frank. Williams coming the other way. Williams. Fiedler goes. Stroka. David Stroka. Out for Tom Barefoot. He'll dump that back in, will it? Nice play by Dallas to separate the puck, but it'll be cleared out of the zone. Cameron lets it go and over for Braden Line. Brandon Line will let that one go back out, and Woods into the zone. 47 seconds remaining in the period. Fiedler gets muscled off. Fiedler got off with Driscoll. He'll go back down for Line. Line around for Stroka, and it's going to go past him the length of the ice. He'll collect it. 28 seconds remaining in the period. Falling down with Stroka. It's not a good way to go about it, but falling down in the same place. Take a look at the ice over there. Zoka lets it go. Dallas in, looking for the backhand opportunity. Barefoot throws one across. Oh, wide open opportunity for Liam Dallas. Going to go back across. Barefoot couldn't get to it, so we cleared the length of the ice. And that'll be the end of the second period. 3-3 is your score in a wild second period as Camberdici opened things up in the first at 10:06. Zolka tied things up with a power play goal in 6:16 of the first. And then Moskovitz and Wilpolo would get back-to-back power play goals before Driscoll and Scheffler would score 17 seconds apart to break that 3-1 lead to a 3-3 tie at the end of the second period. And ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back with your third period momentarily here from the Baierl Ice Complex. My name is Brian Mitchell. This is PIHL Hockey Live on 10-Man TV, presented by the Mount Washington Shop and Save. We'll be back. All right, we're back here at the Baierl Ice Complex in Warrendale, Pennsylvania. We're tied at 3 in what has been a wild back-and-forth affair. Very physical battle between Moon and Montour. Of course, Camardisi opening up the scoring in the first period at 10:06, followed by a goal by Zolka for Montour at 6:16 on a power play. That was the first power play goal for the Montour Spartans this year, but they would get 2 more as in the second period. It would be Aiden Moskowitz getting his 4th of the season and first on the power play to make it a 2-1 lead for the Montour Spartans, followed by Holden Wilpula getting his 9th of the campaign on a power play goal at 10:07, making it 3-1. Driscoll and Shetler would get goals at 6:16 and 5:59, only 17 seconds apart to tie things up in that second period. And that's where we stand as the shots are 22-12 in favor of the Montour Spartans. 3-3 is your score. Look at the out-of-town scoreboard right now. Fox Chapel defeating Wheeling Catholic 10-0. Mount Lebanon over Bethel Park 3-0 down at the Mount Lebanon Ice Center. Bishop McCourt defeating Hempfield at Kirk Nevin Arena 9-4. North Hills over McDowell at the Island 2-1. No score from Carrick Burl and Quaker Valley Wheeling Park. This one, of course, is 3-3. South Fayette leading Thomas Jefferson 4-1 at the Mount Lebanon Ice Center. Let's look closely into that one while we have a second. South Fayette leading 4-1 on goals by Braden Imler, Trevor D'Alessandro, Wes Schwartzmiller. It's 2 goals for Wes Schwartzmiller. So that will give them that 4-1 lead. Liam Mahoney opening goal for Thomas Jefferson. 1 minute and 12 seconds in, but it's been all South Fayette since. Trying to make a statement in Double-A right now. Aiden Doherty starting for the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars, and Alan Schrader, 17 for 18 for those South Fayette Lions. They're getting ready to go into the second intermission here momentarily. Shaler leading Hampton 7-0. Let's look at those Titans versus the Talbots. We got Logan Tom, Brendan Fitzgerald, Luca Wallander, Gage Clayton, Luca Wallander, and Joseph LaQuatra getting goals for the Titans. There was also Matthew Stellitano would open things up in the first period. In goal for the Titans is Shane Signac, 10 for 10 on shots. Nathan Dembowski for Hampton, 31 of 38 in that column. We have players out on the ice for Montour and Moon. They'll do their quick warm-ups. Talk about the upcoming schedule tomorrow. You will see on this schedule, of course, on 10-band TV, Matt Geika will bring you Peters Township hockey from the Printscape Arena as North Allegheny travels to face Peters Township. And a little plug for me on Thursday. I'll be back at it at Ice Castle Arena as Upper St. Clair hosts Cathedral Prep and Bishop Canavan hosts Wilmington. I'll be there for a doubleheader for Pittsburgh Hockey Digest. That's where my normal home is. I'm just here taking care of the Mats while they're away. So, once again, my name is Brian Mitchell. Thank you for joining me from Baierl Ice Complex. Thanks to the staff from 10-band TV for letting me play along for the evening with them. Swear to God, that's my only personal plug I'll have all night, other than the fact that I'll have these same Montour Spartans in a couple weeks on the 28th as they face Beaver. We'll be back for a broadcast on Pittsburgh Hockey Digest from the RMU Island Sports Center. I love to get back to the island as often as I can. From where I live, it's a pain, but we get there. We make it happen. The travel is not with me on that one, but we'll get there. Here it's 3-3. We've got about 1:07 remaining before we drop the puck for the third. So we'll step away. We'll be back momentarily. 17 minutes the distance here at the Baierl Ice Complex. Moon and Montour tied at 3. Pomerek and Kuhn, the referees for this contest. Ethan Deaney starting for the Montour Spartans, the freshman. The opposite side is Tyler Reekie. Looks like Schultenbrand will step in with Scheffler. Be a little confused as to who's supposed to be out on the ice for the Tigers. They'll get back in. They'll drop the puck, and Montour will win the faceoff. Be cleared in by Frank, but not off the head of Jack Rogers. Frank will battle off, and it'll go back out. Picked up by David Strelka. He'll dump that one in off the back wall. It'll go back on net and held on to by Reekie, and 16:45 remaining in the third period. We'll have a face-off to the left of Tyler Reekie. Cameron DC takes the face-off, loses it. It's one back opportunity there by Strelka on the doorstep. Couldn't tap it home, so Scheffler will take it in. Scheffler, who scored the game-tying goal so far, back out for Line. Line dumps one around back, and it'll come back for Scheffler. Scheffler won't get to it, so Williams will have to collect it. It's battled off by 2 Spartans. It goes back out to the point. Line, shot, tipped, opportunity in front, jumps into the corner. Rogers on the backhand, bounces around, goes back out for Frank. Frank into the zone, bounces it around. Frank dumps one up on net, held on to by Reekie, and there was a hit. An unnecessary hit in front of the net. Trying to see what he was. That was, I believe, Thomas Barefoot getting hit. Oh, that was Schultenbrand. Chase Schultenbrand getting knocked down in front of the net. Wilpala will just dump that one on net. We'll have another face-off. 16:05 to go in the third. Moskowitz steps in with Jack Willett. Go back for Cessna. Cessna shot wide of the net. Kloss bounces off, and it'll be picked up, and Hatton passes one out for Willett. He's going to try to get it across. Hatton can't get to it, so it's going to be Moskowitz going the other way. Jacobs. Cross for Hubbard. Hubbard carries it across the blue line. Shot in on Reekie. Save made. Jacobs dumps it behind. Kloss leaves it around. And they'll battle around. Jacobs. Cross looking for Kloss. Big hit on Schultenbrand. It'll be cleared up for Cessna. And Wilpala will pick it up. Woods waits, and Woods gets it out of the zone. Cessna will bounce it back in. Zolka will just dump it in for Jacobs. Jacobs around. Dallas, head of steam, gets that puck back down, drops down for Moskowitz. Waits, goes around, tries to set up the offense, loses the puck to Kloss, and over for Woods. It's going to go out. Willett will chase it down, but Strelka will get there first. Strelka back into the far corner. Strelka down for Cessna. Cessna throws one up. It'll go back down, across for Willett. Willett back out. Oh, Hatton couldn't get to it, so it's going to go the other way. Moskowitz is going to dump it down. They'll get a line change. Haas will collect it. Hag dumps someone down, where Willett will collect it and throws it into the zone. It goes off of Strelka's skate, offside, as Moon was unable to get it out of the zone, and they'll have a face-off just outside of the Montour net, the Montour bench. Face-off will be dropped. Barefoot steps in with Himes. Dallas gets tied up with Brody Eckert. Back down. Dallas goes back around. It goes back out to the point. Carlisle. Shot. Goes into the glove of Reekie. I don't think he knew it was there. He expected to see the a light on behind him. He looked back behind him thinking it was there. And he had it in his glove, so we'll have a face-off to the right of the Moon net. Barefoot steps in with Cameradisi. Face-off won by the Spartans. It'll be dumped in, looking for Dallas behind the net. Barefoot shot, rebound opportunity here. It's gonna bounce around. Oh, Barefoot with another tip opportunity, but it's gonna be picked up by the Tigers and cleared out. Harsh Driscoll goes in, and they're gonna battle around. Williams bounces in. It's gonna go back behind the net. Scheffler leaves it for Strelka. Strelka, far corner. Dumps one down for Barefoot. It's gonna be nicely played by Driscoll. Driscoll loses the puck though, trying to shoot it in. It'll be cleared in there on side. It goes into the near corner. David Strelka up around looking for Rogers. Dylan Rogers dumps one down. It's gonna go around for Driscoll, back for Williams. Back out for Cameradisi. Cameradisi, top of the slot, shot, save made, rebound. Oh, nice hold by Deanny. And the freshman will hold on for a face-off. 13-19 remaining in regulation. Caden Herbst steps into the dot with Schaefer, with Randy Scheffler. Herbst and Scheffler won by Herbst. Up by Caden Martin. Martin gets run down by Scheffler. Down. Scheffler waits, and they'll play tag there in the neutral zone. Martin lines up Scheffler. As Scheffler gets put on the ice, they'll regroup and get back on. It'll go the length of the ice, no icing on the play. Reiki passes it up for Scheffler. Scheffler will dump that in behind the net. Williams chases it down, has Rogers next to him. Williams and Rogers go at it. Hit comes in. Jacobs throws one down, and Herbst will take that one. Frank clears it out. Opportunity for Rogers. Jack Rogers couldn't collect the puck, going back the other way. Williams tries to break off Martin. Herbst behind the net. Martin with the pressure from Williams. Back out for Frank. It goes past him the length of the ice, and icing is the call. Face-off coming down to the right of Deanny. 12:07 remaining in the third period. 3-3 is your score. This is PIHL Hockey live on 10 Band TV, presented by Shop and Save Mount Washington. I'm Brian Mitchell. Thank you for joining me here on this Monday evening from the Baierl Ice Complex. Second half of our doubleheader. Schultenbrand wins the faceoff back for J.J. Strelka. Over for Dave Strelka. Jack Rogers is able to battle around, but it's going to be picked up by Braden Woods. Woods loses the puck. David Strelka gets it out. Schultenbrand got a little bit ahead of himself. Frank comes over to try to help him, but Cessna will have to collect that one with Willett all over him. Strelka waits. David Strelka bounces one up for Frank. Frank, oh, nice stick there by Josh Corin to break up the outlet pass. In comes Frank, shot blocked. Picked up and going the other way is Braden Woods. Woods comes in, shot just wide of the net. Woods throws one in front off of the pad. It's gonna be thrown around. It's gonna be Schultenbrand dumping one off of the wall and up for Jack Rogers. Rogers, the senior with 6 points on the season so far, out leaves it for Woods. Woods, shot just wide. Down will be Caden Martin. He'll have to collect it in the corner for Braden Woods. Line, throwing one across. Zoka backed out. Line, shot wide of the net. Zolka waits, carries it across. Zolka tries to get around the defenders. Nice play by said defenders to get sticks and skates in the lanes. Breaks up the play. Back out for Willett. Willett takes the puck and just dumps that one in. Going to try to get a line change here. Eckert waits, throws one on net. Save made by Deanne, and it's going to go the other way. Puck goes in the air and behind the net after a save by Riki. Out for Hubbard. Hubbard, shot goes down. Wopala can't get to it, so it's going to be Moskovitz. Has to get behind, and it goes out. And here comes Holden Himes. Holden Himes, if he hurries, 3-on-1. Holden Himes, shot, save made, rebound. Himes looking for the repeat. Couldn't finish it up. And going out the other way. And up for Wopala. Wopala waits. Behind the net, tries to set up the play. Wopala, top of the slot, skates around, switches positions, back down. Wopala throws one on, save made. Moskovitz has set Cessna at the point. And Radisi bounces one out. It's going to be picked up by Zolka. Zolka over for Wopala. Wopala with now 9 goals on the season. Moskovitz throws one down behind. Dallas. Out and past Scheffler. Runs into his own player, Driscoll, and he's going to clear off the glass. Here, back down. Fiddler throws one wide of the net. Line will touch it, and it'll be a penalty coming up. As Hunter Fiedler gets hurt in the neutral zone, it looks like he took a hit as he was coming across, and the Moon Tigers will have to kill a penalty, or his camera DC is going off for a rough power play coming up for the the Montour Spartans with 3 goals already on the advantage. Face off one back. Spartan Stroka. David Stroka across. Back to Stroka, 8:28 to go in regulation. 1:50 remaining in a power play. Stroka, Rogers, shot, save, made, rebound, opportunity here. Stroka will take it. Stroka, shot, deflected in front, backhand shot by Frank. Line falls on Frank, but they're going to go back and forth along the wall. Back up, Martin. Martin, back down, Rogers. Rogers throws one across the center, it's going to be cleared by Willett on net. Save made by Deanne. Deanne passes it up for Stroka. Stroka across, Martin, head of steam coming into the zone. Martin gets in, everybody on side now. Martin taps one around, has Rogers in front, throws one out to the point. Stroka, David Stroka, backhand, cross. Zolka, shot off, Schaltenbrand keeps it in nicely. Nice job by Schaltenbrand. Zolka throws one on net, save made by Riki. Chase Schaltenbrand was able to keep that one in by the slimmest of margins. Get it across for Zolka, who gets a shot on net. 57 seconds to go in the advantage, 7:33 in regulation. 3-3 is your score. Moskowitz behind the net. Waits, throws one around. Zolka. Up for Stroka. Stroka over for Martin. For Zolka. Back out, Martin. Shot, save made by Riki, and they'll hold on to it. Shots are now 31-16 in favor of the Montour Spartans. 28 seconds remaining in the advantage. Fiedler back out there after taking that rough hit. There's something on the ice, they'll have to get it cleared off. Piece of tape or a piece of equipment or something came off. Barefoot drops it back. Martin on the face-off win across David Stroka. 7 to go in regulation. Shot on, tip front opportunity. Oh, it goes back out. Holden Himes will take it, just dump that one the length of the ice. 16 to go in the power play. David Stroka has Williams all over him. Back down, falling down is Martin. Martin for Stroka. Stroka throws one around, nobody home. Holden Himes is going to chase down. Himes just throws one behind the net. Penalty has expired. David Stroka carrying it out for Fiedler. Down for Camerdisi, who will take it and just dump that one around, looking for a chance to get it out of the zone, but it's going to be kept in by the Spartans, and here comes Driscoll the other way. Driscoll, across, shot, off the post and out. Barefoot, looking for get it around. Camerdisi couldn't get to it, so it's going to be picked up and carried the other way. Barefoot goes around. Jacobs hit around. Fiedler up to the point. Hubbard shot wide. Fiedler back in the near corner. Up to the half wall. Assessment at the point. Decides to wave off that and do it himself. Back out to the point. It's going to be picked up and carried out by the Moon Tigers. 2-on-1 develops. It's going to be Luke Bonatti. Going to be save made. Puck falls down in front of Deanne, and it'll go the length of the ice for an icing call. 5:33 remaining in regulation. 3-3 is your score. Schaltenbrand steps in with Woods. They'll go back and forth. Schaltenbrand carrying it out. Schaltenbrand across. Shot by Frank. Save made, held on to by Riki. .5:22 to go in regulation. Schaltenbrand backed shot by Frank was wide of the net. Goes back. Cessna for Rogers. Look around for Kloss. Passes it up for Hatton. They'll go around. Hatton will dump it out. They'll just be dumped out by Willett, and Rogers around looking for Cessna. It has to go all the way back into the far corner. Hatton all over him, so he'll dump it behind for Rogers. Rogers will give it up, and it'll be Hatton making the play. Back out. Kloss will dump this one in wide of the net. Woods throws one across and picked up by Frank. Vince Frank. That's a go pass for Kloss, and Woods will collect it, pass it up for Willett. Willett throws one across. Hatton, shot just wide of the net. Thrown one-handed by Braden Woods, and it's going to be cleared out of the zone. Icing will be the call. 4:19 remaining in regulation. We'll have a face-off coming up. To the right, or to the left of Deanne. Moskowitz will step in with Himes. One by Moskowitz, back out. Wilpula across. Carried out Zolka. Zolka and Driscoll go behind the wall. Back up to the point. Carlisle shot. Looked for the tip in front. Moskowitz was there, but it goes through. Up to the point. Wilpula bounces it off, and Himes battles him. Back for Wilpula. Holden Wilpula. Battles down. Zolka across for the front. Tips in front. Opportunity for Wilpula to get 10. Couldn't do so. Back down. They'll battle. Carlisle kicks it back into the zone, and it's going to be chipped in by Zolka. Nice play. Moskowitz behind. Moskowitz, nobody home. Back up to the point. Stroka, shot, save made, held on to, and a little extra shot. Now it's going to be breaking down a little bit as Driscoll comes in and cross-checks Zolka after the whistle. They'll get that one on the high stick. 3:28 remaining. Montour. Well, let's see what they call. They're going to get both of them. A slash on Zolka and a rough on Driscoll. 3:28 to go. Montour's waiting for a fifth player to come out. There it is. It's going to be David. It's going to be Woodruff coming out. Back out, Moskovitz gets knocked down off the face-off. Martin. Wilpola lets go, and Kloss will dump this around for Williams. Williams dumps this one up along the horse for Moskovitz. Go around. It'll be Ethan Kloss battling off in the corner with Moskovitz. It's going to go around Wilpola. Waits, 3:05 to go in regulation. Battle along the half wall. They'll wait to see if it clears out. Cameron Woodruff just dumped this one back in. Puck goes out of play. They'll get a new one. Face off coming out into the right of Riki with 2:54 to go. Komarick will drop the puck between Scheffler and Barefoot. Jacobs battles behind. A little extra going on behind the net. They'll go back around. Cameron Jacobs dumps one around. Oh, opportunity here from Montour. Shot, scores! The Montour Spartans take the lead on a goal by Thomas Barefoot, his third of the season. And at 2:35 remaining in the period, it's 4-3 in favor of Montour. Woods coming out of the zone. Line chasing it down. Looks like he wanted to get a running start there. Willett goes after Rogers, breaks his own nope, he doesn't break his stick. It looked like he broke for a second there. Hatton's carrying it in. Up around. Woods leaves it for Willett. They need to get onside. Willett onside. Comes in around Frank. Willett into the corner. They'll battle around, back around. Hatton can't get to it, so Frank. Riki still in the net. Rogers. The other way, 2-on-1. Rogers, Schaltenbrand, shot, scores! Chase Schaltenbrand gets the goal. And it's now 5-3. .204 remaining in the third. We'll get a timeout. Moon here. Schaltenbrand just came in and was able to fire it on the 2-on-1 high and in. And in a matter of minutes, and let's just say seconds, 21 seconds to be exact, Montour opens up a 2-goal lead with 2:04 remaining. For Schaltenbrand, it was his 4th of the year. For Barefoot, it was his 3rd of the year. Schaltenbrand will step in. Kloss will go back into the near corner. Kloss around for line. Cameron will take it. Schaltenbrand. This is the puck. It's going to be Cameron getting pulled down, but it's no penalty on that one. Kloss. Scheffler into the zone. Scheffler trying to get around the defenders. Frank. Lays it back for Scheffler. Back out to the point and cleared out. Rogers going to chase it down. Kloss. Can't get to it. He gets pulled down. They get tangled up, no penalty on the play. We'll go with that, back in for Woods, and it's going to go the other way. Fiedler across, looking around. And here comes Scheffler the other way. 1:17 to go in regulation. Scheffler back down Williams. Waits coming around. Here's one. Woods can't get to it, so it's going to be held on to back up to the point. Kloss can't take it, so it's going to go the other way. Wilpala lets it go for Kloss, and shot on open net here. 56 seconds to go. Riki is out. They'll clear it up to the point. Strelka shot. Look for it. It was tipped high and wide. Montour going back down, battled around. And out of it, Willett can't get to it, so Strelka will dump that one off the boards. 35 to go here from the Baierl Ice Complex. Cessna over for Strelka. Strelka waits, burns a little bit of time off the clock. Tries to throw it around, picked up by Woods, going the other way. Woods to get around a defender, but Fiedler, nice play to break that one up. It's going to go back down where Line will collect it. Line takes the puck, throws one down, or Strelka will just clear it back down the ice. 10 seconds to go in regulation here. The Montour Spartans are on their way to a 5-1 start on the regular season with a 5-3 victory over the Moon Tigers at the Baierl Ice Complex, and that's how it will end. Montour Spartans going to 5-1 on the year. The Moon Tigers fall into 2-4. Camardisi opened up the scoring at 10:06. Zolka scored a power play goal at 6:16 of the first. In the second period, Moskowitz scored a power play goal at 13:09, followed by Wilpala at 10:07, another power play goal. Driscoll made it 3-2 at 6:16 of the second. Scheffler tied things up at 5:59 of the second. Barefoot gave the Montour Spartans the final lead at 2:35, and then Schaltenbrand put it away with a goal at 2:04 to make it 5-3. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for joining me on 10band.tv here. I am Brian Mitchell. Hope you all have a wonderful evening wherever you are. Your final score from the Baierl Ice Complex. It is the Montour Spartans 5 and the Moon Tigers 3. This was PIHL Hockey Night on 10-Band TV, presented by the Shop and Save Mount Washington. I'm Brian Mitchell, wishing you a wonderful evening. Enjoy the rest of your nights. Take care, guys.